Yo, what up? I'm just making this video for anybody out there who feels as if nobody really cares about their music, or maybe you guys, you're putting something out there and nobody's listening, nobody's watching, or complimenting you, and you're putting so many hours into mastering your craft, your instrument. Um, so this is for anyone out there that fits the bill too. I know exactly how you feel, and I'm coming as someone I'm not like a performing artist. I never played a show. I've never, I'm just a guy who plays guitar and likes to make music. So maybe that fact alone, you might be like, well, then who are you? Like, why would you give advice if you know you're not established, you don't have a blue check mark? But one thing that I do know is that I love music. I've always loved music since I was a kid, and I'm not here to say that I'm the best or I know everything. I know theory. I've collabed, I've toured, none of that. Um, so my point is that, like, I know that you know cause, okay, I'm for me, I'm 30, so I'm not young. I'm not a teenager, obviously, and so when I was first playing guitar, I started like at age 14. So pretty much half my life I've been playing. Um, and I started playing because, well, like I said, I always loved music. But I think as far as guitar, it started literally just playing Guitar Hero. I was pretty good at it and I got better. And honestly, those games made me want to play guitar. Like, it got me into that genre of music, metal, rock, and all that stuff. So I would, man, like, and I got into the big four. I would literally go to the local library, um, which I didn't have internet growing up. Like, I was a poor kid. Me and my brothers, like, we never really had internet or anything like that. We grew up in shelters, so we did, whatever we got, we appreciated. So I would literally have the library pass. It would be like this. It was like a 16-digit code, which I still remember to this day. Um, and I would bring the card, and you would type it in, and you'd be granted a hour of internet access. So I would just be on YouTube, literally just listening to albums, Master of Puppets, Ride the Lightning, Anthrax, Metallica, like in the Sugar. And I was like a kid, or I was like in middle school, high school, doing that. So I got into music, and I love to play. I love to just learn guitar and practice on. Me and my brother would share like various acoustics and just play, um, and just learning chords and bar chords, and man, like, and from what I see today, I cannot imagine what it'd be like being that age again, 13, 14, and getting into guitar and seeing how, and going on like TikTok or something and looking at all these crazy guitarists doing all these crazy runs, and this new genres coming out and stuff like that. And so I could definitely see how someone would feel discouraged um, playing, because things change so fast nowadays. Like, even the last 10 years, so much has happened with AI or just technology and stuff like that. And I feel like it's just getting faster. Um, so I know I'm kind of rambling all over the place. I don't have a script or anything, but I just want to say, play music for the joy of playing music. I know it sounds like cheesy or a cliche or whatever, but comparison really is the thief of joy. And you should just, of course, there's work. Like, you're gonna have to, your fingers are gonna hurt. You're gonna learn the chords. Oh, it's C, G, A, E, yay, and then the F chord comes out, and you're like, okay, what? I have to, the bar thing. Like, I have to do that, and but that, honestly, that's part of the reward, because, like, the more you practice, the better you do get it at it. And even just playing a few chords, and when you start to build momentum and get that down, like it's so rewarding, it's so fun. Like I can't imagine not having music in my life at all, because everyone likes music, but I love to play it. I love to write music and just chug, or even if it's as like a simple alternative palm mute type picking stuff. Like I said, dude, I'm not great. I'm not like the best guitarist. I'm not some virtuoso. I don't know all the scales or anything like that. I just love to play, and I don't do it for an end result. Like, of course, like I post my stuff, and every time I do see, if I see a comment or a like or something like that or share, that hypes me up. Honestly, like it makes me feel like, man, like someone out there is listening. That's great. And I don't necessarily have an audience. Like I'll post on my YouTube, and there's people who subscribe, which I'm really grateful for, and I hope they actually do like what I play. Um, because on my YouTube, I kind of just post anything random. I don't have a schedule. I don't have an intro, and like I'm just a guy. Like I'm not a product. I'm not a team. I'm just literally a guy. I work a 9 to 5 like anybody else, and um, so for me, music is just it's a way of life. I've played music by myself more than anybody or collab with anybody, and just like even like coming up with a riff and being able to like loop it and play over it, like that, to me, that's one of the best things I do in life. Like that gives me so much joy. And like I said, man, I'm not, I'm not no buried alive. I'm not some, Ingve. I'm not, some Tosin Abasi, which they're all obviously legends and stuff. But um, if you feel like your music doesn't matter, or it's unimpressive, or it's been done before, please don't think like that. Because in the end of the day, if you like it, if it feels good and you like whatever genre, even if you like all the genres, there's nothing wrong with you. You're a musician. You play music, like me. Because for a while, like like when you're growing up, you think like, oh, I'm gonna be a metal guitarist. I want to do this. I want to look. I want to play brutal riffs or whatever it is that you do, and then you start to venture off. You know, Depending on like maybe who you hang out with and stuff, you might feel like kind of weird. Like, man, that's what the heck. Like, I'm learning Metallica, but I really like this. You know, this what's it, Sting riff, or I like the party in the USA, that guitar riff. But like if I tell my friends that, they're gonna think I'm a poser or some, dumb kid shit like that. But like for me, as I grow up, I just, if it to me, my motto is if it sounds good, it sounds good. I don't care what people want to label it as. I love listening to stuff that I've never heard before, and so man, like I said, I'm all over the place, but I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the person who maybe you just started playing guitar, maybe you're young, maybe you're kind of old. It doesn't matter, um, because it's, in the end of the day, it's you're playing the guitar. You're not working the guitar. Even the pros, even those guys, it never ends for them. You'll never There will never be anybody who mastered the guitar. Like they might know a lot and most things, and it's, I know it sounds like I'm coping and stuff, but it's not about being the best. Like what is that? Um, Music is music. There's a reason why, like, songs that have chords and a good melody and rhythm. Why they're so popular, people like it because you know, as a guitarist, like it's easy to think like, oh, this riff isn't complex enough, or it needs more runs or this and that. But we're musicians; we're gonna criticize ourselves the most. And then for people who just like to listen to music, they're not thinking like that technical about it as we might. They just want to hear a good song, good music. Um, so I would say that just don't give up. Like don't be try not to be discouraged um, where you are at your skill level, and like, if you do want to improve or like to learn things or like kind of develop your own style, I would definitely recommend exposing yourself to music. Listen to different albums that you would normally wouldn't listen to. Also try covering, like at least learning tabs, because I can't read sheet music. I tried and I can't do it, but I do understand tabs. So like I would learn stuff like Chon. That's pretty much my favorite band of all time. Chon. Um, Look them up if you're into, you know, guitar stuff. So I would learn the songs on tabs, and just by doing that, I learned certain chords and shapings that I implement into stuff that I make. Um, so, like I said, going on social media, you see a lot of crazy things, and to be honest, there's a lot of fake stuff out there. Editing, just bullshit, just fake sped up, um, audio swaps. There, just because it looks cool and good, like it could be totally fake, totally bullshit. So there's that aspect of it, but you know, we're the kind of society that we live in is it's very like I need to catch your attention in the first 3 seconds, and I need to make it look cool, which you could argue that that's kind of where just the progression of where we're going as in the world or whatever, but um and it's easy to kind of try to like, okay, like I need to do that too, I need to go viral, I need to get clicks, I need to get follows, but to me I think that's all bullshit. Like I really think that's bullshit. If you can get in a room with other musicians in person and improvise and jam and make something, I think that is a true mark of a musician, someone who actually loves to play, instead of being like, oh, what key is this? What the, you would just feel it. You would just jam. I think I think the best stuff has been made from just playing. So I know I'm kind of ranting, and I don't want to take up too much of your time, but this is just coming from someone who's been playing for a while. And like I said, man, I'm not a pro. I can't teach lessons. I don't have any like accolades or like a fan base to tell you to back me up. That's fine, but I'm my biggest fan. As lame as that might sound, I know what I got. I have my way of playing. So if you're still watching, please just don't give up. The way I see it, in the next 50, 100 years, even sooner or later, or whatever, I'm predicting that after we all die off, like people that are alive today, even the youngest people, 100 years from now or whatever, I think there's going to be less people, if the world's even around by then. Who knows? But I think there's going to be less people that will be drawn to picking up and learning an instrument and going through the hours and hours of the pain and learning chords and stuff like that. I think that people are going to be like, why would I do that if I can make something that sounds better, sounds more fully produced, just like from a prompt, and which I'm not here to tell people that that's good or bad. Like, oh, like what if I like fake music or AI stuff? That's fine. Like, you know, um, I'm just saying that, like, I think it's gonna be something that's kind of lost in the future. I don't know. I might never know. Um, so just keep playing, man. Just keep practicing and just have fun. You know, like, even whether you play electric or acoustics, like, dude, there's nothing like playing an acoustic and, like, if you sing, like singing, or like being out in the sun and feeling the wind, and feeling the strings on your fingertips, and playing and just hearing music for what it is. To me, as a musician, as someone who plays and writes stuff, there's nothing that can replace that for me, as far as like what a good feeling that is. So just keep playing, guys, and don't be discouraged. Don't think that your music doesn't matter, or that it's not impressive, or that it's a waste of time, because I promise it's not. So have a good day.